Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Wednesday night. Major news from President Biden just moments ago, his massive infrastructure proposal. Also news on the virus tonight on the Pfizer vaccine in children, and a late headline involving the Johnson & Johnson one-shot vaccine. But we're going to begin tonight with the deeply emotional moment in court today. A 61-year-old Minneapolis man, a witness in the trial of former officer Derek Chauvin, composed while answering questions at first, until they played images from one of the police officers' body cams. Charles McMillian witnessed the struggle and former officer Chauvin's knee on Floyd's neck. You see the witness walking to the squad car, one of the first on the scene, witnessing officers trying to push Floyd into the patrol car, and then hearing Floyd's anguish. McMillian can be heard telling George Floyd that day, in that moment, "You can't win." But then the audio of George Floyd on the ground saying, "I can't breathe," and calling for his mother. It was all too much for McMillian, who then broke down in court. The witness saying he lost his own mother last June. The judge then calling for a 10-minute break. The witness did return, he answered questions, and then Derek Chauvin's defense attorney deciding not to cross-examine the witness. And we also heard audio today, former officer Chauvin's voice for the first time as they played that police body cam in court. ABC's Alex Perez leading us off again tonight from Minneapolis.
The jury today hearing from 61-year-old Charles McMillian, who lives right there in that South Minneapolis neighborhood.
Raise your right hand, please.
Composed on the stand, he spoke of what he witnessed, the officers struggling with George Floyd in their squad car, and what he remembers telling Floyd.
I was telling Mr. Floyd, Mr. Floyd, just ply with him, get on in the car because you can't win.
You could hear his words through the police body cam played in court.
You can't win. I'm not trying to win. I'm not trying to win.
Floyd pleading with the officers.
Don't do me like that, man.
In the car.
Okay, can I talk to you, please?
Yes, you get in this car. We can talk.
I am claustrophobic. I'm
Hearing you,
claustrophobic,
you're not
man.
working with me.
The officers then pull him from the squad car.
Man,
in the car.
I'm not a bad guy. Man, I open my double. Please, officer. Please.
Take a seat.
Please, man. Please. No.
Take a seat.
I can't choke. I can't breathe.
They pull Floyd to the ground, Chauvin with his knee on Floyd's neck, and you hear him repeatedly say, "I can't breathe." But that witness today, Charles McMillian, breaking down as he hears George Floyd call for his mother all over again.
Mr. McMillian, do you need a minute?
Oh my God.
Just take your time. Let us know when you're ready.
I'll just give you a moment, Mr. McMillian. I'm not sure if there's water for you as well.
The prosecutor asking McMillian to respond to the images from that police body cam.
Can you just explain sort of what you're feeling in this moment?
I feel helpless. I don't have a mama either, but I understand him. My mom died June 25th.
Hang on just 1 second, Mr.
Let's take a 10-minute break.
We'll take a little break.
After the break, the questioning resumed.
What stood out to you about what Mr. Floyd was saying when you saw him on the ground?
When he kept saying I can't breathe, and when he said, "Mama, they're killing me," and they're killing me, that's what I kept hearing.
When Floyd was taken away in an ambulance, McMillian approached Officer Derek Chauvin.
I know you. You know me from all y'all.
He reminded the officer they had met before.
I said to him, 5 days ago, I told you the other day, go home to your family to say, that the next person go home to their family to say, but the dad got to look at you as a maggot.
You can also hear Chauvin on the body cam.
We got to control this guy because he's a sizable guy. Yeah, and I tried
looks
to
like,
get in the car.
looks like he's probably on something.
Jurors also seeing video of George Floyd in the minutes before the tragedy unfolded, looking relaxed in the convenience store. Chris Martin, who worked there, describing his demeanor.
He seemed very friendly, approachable, but he did seem high.
But the store worker said Floyd paid for a pack of cigarettes with a phony $20 bill. After he left the store manager called the police. The store worker, with his hand on his head, then watched the tragedy unfold, saying he felt guilty. All of this over a $20 bill.
What was going through your mind during that time period?
Disbelief and guilt.
Okay. Why guilt?
If I would have just not taken the bill, this could have been avoided.
The store worker testifying today, but I wanted to get back to Charles McMillian, that other witness, the 61-year-old man, Alex, because I gather as we go forward here, we're going to start to hear a lot of reporting about how these witnesses are now reliving what they saw that day and watching this video and hearing this audio in the courtroom. And we're also mindful that others are watching this too, the jury. I learned that one juror called for a break today. What more can you tell us about that and how the jury as a whole has been reacting to the video and the testimony so far?
Yeah, David, you can see most of the witnesses on TV, but not the jurors who have now had to several times watch those painful videos. One juror today telling the judge she wasn't feeling well, that she had a lot of tension, that she hasn't been sleeping well. She said she had been awake since 2 a.m. because of the stress of this trial. The judge called for a break, and when they returned, she was able to continue. But clearly, this is a very difficult process for this jury, David.
Yes, we knew this was going to be a very difficult trial for the jurors who were selected. Alex, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.